So, you want to study abroad. It's this incredible dream, right? But let's be honest, the road to get there, with all the applications and the visas, it can feel like trying to solve a giant, complicated puzzle. Today, we're going to break down how a step-by-step approach can clear that path and make that dream a reality.
It always starts with that spark, that idea of living in a new country, going to a world-class university, and kicking off a career that could take you anywhere. It's a huge, exciting ambition to have.
And then, reality hits. Right after that initial buzz, the questions start piling up. Which country do I pick? What course makes sense for me? How do I even begin to deal with all the applications, the tests, the visa paperwork? It's so much that, honestly, it's easy to feel totally stuck before you've even taken the first step.
And that's exactly why the first step isn't about grabbing a bunch of university brochures. Nope, it's actually about looking inward. It all starts with some personalized planning and a little bit of self-discovery. See, the whole foundation of this journey has to be built around you. A really smart process kicks off by digging into your academic past, what you're genuinely passionate about, and, this is the big one, where you see your career going. This is no one-size-fits-all deal. It's about crafting a custom roadmap that's made just for you.
So here's the key takeaway from this first part. It's not just about getting an acceptance letter in your inbox. It's about making sure the path you're choosing actually lines up with your long-term success and gets you ready for the career you truly want.
Okay, so once you've got that solid foundation, you can start building on it. The next logical move is to take that huge world of options and start narrowing it down to find the perfect courses and universities for your specific profile.
Now, what's really crucial here is just how methodical this selection process is. It's like a multi-step investigation. You start with your grades and test scores, match them up with your career ambitions, and then you have to filter all of that through the very real lens of your budget. Only then do you start shortlisting schools and digging into the nitty-gritty details, like how well connected they are to industries and what their job placement rates look like. It's a full 360-degree view.
And what's the end result of all this detective work? Clarity. You're not just guessing anymore or picking a school because you've heard the name. You're making a truly strategic choice based on real data that points directly to your future.
All right, so you've picked your universities. Now we get to the part that, for a lot of people, is the most stressful of all, the application itself. You can really look at the application process in two ways. On one hand, you've got all the things we worry about, confusing rules, mountains of paperwork, and that constant fear that one tiny mistake could get you rejected. But on the other hand, a structured approach takes each of those fears and turns them into a solution, giving you clear deadlines and organized help every step of the way.
And that help gets super specific. We're talking about crafting a statement of purpose that really tells your story, getting powerful letters of recommendation, and making sure every single document, from your transcripts to your financials, meets those strict international standards. It's all about making sure your application is polished, because in a huge pile of applicants, being professional is what makes you stand out.
Yes, you did it. You got the acceptance letter. It's an amazing feeling. But you can't start packing just yet. There's one more massive hurdle to clear: getting that student visa. And let's be clear, this part is an absolute deal breaker. The stakes are sky high. That acceptance letter is a huge win, but without the right visa, the journey just stops right here.
So a solid plan means you have to navigate this part very, very carefully. That means getting help organizing all those complicated financial papers, making sure every form is filled out perfectly, and, this is huge, preparing for the visa interview with practice sessions. Plus, you've got to stay on top of the latest immigration rules for places like the US, the UK, or Canada, because they can change. You know, being this prepared does more than just boost your chances of getting approved. It completely changes the experience. You can walk into that all-important interview feeling calm, confident, and ready for whatever they throw at you.
So we've walked through the whole step-by-step path. But you might be wondering, what's the secret ingredient that actually makes a system like this work? Well, it really all boils down to two things: deep experience and a proven track record.
Just think for a second about what over 15 years of experience really means. It means you've seen it all. It's pattern recognition. It's knowing the little details that make an application shine or get tossed out at specific universities and visa offices.
And that experience gets put to the test at a massive scale. Helping thousands of students every single year isn't just a big number. It's how a process gets sharpened and perfected. It's how you take out all the guesswork and replace it with a system that you know gets results.
And what's really important is that the support doesn't end when you get that acceptance letter or that visa stamp. A true partnership covers the whole journey, from helping you prep for tests before you apply, to giving you briefings on what to expect before you leave, and even giving you tips for how to settle in after you've landed.
So when you're making a decision this massive, one that's literally going to shape your entire future career, is having that kind of guided path the real key to not just getting there, but to actually succeeding when you do? Definitely something to think about. Thanks for tuning in.